In some of the videos, I've been really critical of Garmin Pay. I've seen it as clunky and inaccessible and not an ideal way to be paying for anything at a gas station or any other payment terminal. Maybe I'm out of date. The last time I tried to use it, I was using my Forerunner 945, which is an obsolete watch now. In order for Garmin Pay to work on that watch, you had to press a couple of buttons to bring it up. Then you had to sort of push up and down on some buttons to scroll around to enter the PIN code. It really wasn't for me, so I just decided it was too clunky and then forgot about it. I was also under the impression that in order for someone to accept Garmin Pay, they had to specifically accept Garmin Pay and not just contactless payments of any kind. I was wrong about the vendors. And now with some of the touchscreen watches like the Fenix 7 and also the Epix watches, I'm clearly out of date also on the ability for Garmin Pay to be able to be used easily. I know I'm not alone in my feeling about Garmin Pay or my feeling up until this video, but at the same time a lot of you do use it. So get this, here in the US, 3% of all digital payments that are made are actually made using Garmin Pay. That's quite a big number for something that I didn't think anyone was really using. In this video, I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to use Garmin Pay as a contactless payment system using your watch. Now, why would you use Garmin Pay? Well, firstly, there's the convenience of being able to pay for things without either having your wallet or your credit cards with you, or even just having to fetch them out of your backpack or your pocket. So there is an advantage there in terms of convenience. But to me, there's also a security one as well. When you're entering your passcode on your Fenix 7 or your Apple Watch, but let's stick with Garmin for this one, you're entering your PIN onto your own device. You're not entering your PIN code onto a payment terminal or an ATM or some other terminal that's at a vendor. I trust Garmin with my data. I also trust Apple with my data. I certainly trust them a lot more than the security on a gas pump down at my local gas station. Pins have been known to be skinned from terminals over the years. Now with chip and pin these days, it's a lot more difficult than with the old swiping card system, but nevertheless, it can still be done. So by using Garmin Pay, I feel like my cash and my data is more secure. I've also realized that the speed of accessing Garmin Pay is no slower than it would be to access Apple Pay on an Apple Watch. Now, it does get a little bit different when you're talking about an iPhone because then you're using Face ID, so you're not entering any PIN whatsoever. So one, it's maybe a little bit faster, and two, it's probably a little bit more secure as well. But if you're comparing a watch, to Garmin, to Apple, there's no difference. This is my Fenix 7X. I've done a shortcut. I hold these two buttons. That gets me into Garmin Pay. And then enter the PIN, which is currently 1234, and there you go. And you'll see that timer ring at the top, but then you hold it against the reader just like any phone or tap card or Apple Watch. So a bit of a U-turn on my opinion on whether you should have Garmin Pay or not. Now that's not to say that I would recommend you buy a Garmin watch because of Garmin Pay. I certainly wouldn't do that. Apple is often touting the benefits of Apple Pay as one of the reasons why you should get an Apple Watch. I don't agree. What I have noticed though is not every single debit and credit card can be put into Garmin Pay. I have the Apple Card and I use it on my phone, and I use it quite frequently if I'm paying for things out and about and I don't really want to leave my debit card with a vendor. I would like to use that same card in Garmin Pay, but guess what? You can't use an Apple Card, this is the Apple credit card, in another contactless payment system such as Garmin Pay. Anyhow, hope this short video was useful. If it was, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you and see you in the next video.